Forecasting in project management is the process of making predictions, guesses, or assumptions about the possible outcomes of a project. These project forecasts are made through the analysis of historical project data, as well as predicted future performances. Cost forecasting is one most important and common activities of project cost management. Unfortunately, most businesses do not do a good job at forecasting the cost of their projects. According to PMI, 28% of all projects are derailed because of inaccurate cost forecasts. Cost forecasting can help the project team more if they know about the general principles of cost forecasting, along with knowing what it can and cannot do for them. Also, there is one critical factor which impacts the effectiveness of the cost forecasting exercise and largely the project's financial success. I will be discussing that later in this video. So stay tuned. In every decision they make, project managers today consider mainly two kinds of forecasts. That is either a schedule forecast or a cost forecast. Sound predictions of accepted cost and budget requirement are no longer finance report kinds of stuff, but a necessity if managers are to cope with project risks, sudden changes, market inflations, customer satisfaction levels, cost-cutting maneuvers, labor issues, quality, and large swings of the economy itself. So, how is the project cost forecasting done? There are various methods for cost forecasting, like risk-based methods, regression-based methods, and performance-based methods. Also, some forecasting techniques in project management include trend analysis, historical data analysis, and survey method. There is different analytical project budgeting and forecasting tools that are designed to provide insights into the past, present, and future project performance. One of the most common methods is performance-based cost forecasting methods, using earned value management. This technique is most suitable for small and medium-sized projects of shorter duration. For a large project, with a project life cycle of more than 2 years, earned value management technique requires significant resources and a cost specialist. Earned value management is a well-known technique to control the time and cost performance of projects, and to predict the final project cost. It assists in generating early warning signals, timely detecting problems, or exploiting project opportunities. However, earned value management formula uses several assumptions for the calculation of the cost of projects, which may not be the same for your project. So be careful there. Also, for EPC projects, a bottom-up strategy is the most suitable method for accurate cost forecasting. The first important element of EVM is actual cost, also known as AC, which is the total cost incurred for the actual work completed to date. The actual cost is the realized cost incurred for the work performed on an activity during a specific time period. It is the total cost incurred in accomplishing the work. The next one is planned value, also known as PV, Performance Measurement Baseline, which is the result of the integrated project planning effort. The total planned value should always match the project's total approved progress-based budget, also known as budget at completion, or BAC. Planned value is the authorized budget assigned to scheduled work. The project's approved budget is distributed over the planned duration of the project and formed the planned value, or PV. By having the time-phased budget and actual cost, we cannot accurately predict the project's cost at completion. Another element is required, which is the value of accomplishments, called earned value. Earned value, also known as EV, is the value of what has been actually accomplished in the project. Earned value is a measure of work performed, expressed in terms of the budget authorized for that work. Now, based on these data, we can forecast the cost of the project as the project progresses, and eventually the estimated project's cost at completion. EVM cost forecasting has two formulas for project forecasting. One is estimate at completion, also known as EAC. The other one is estimate to complete, also known as ETC. Estimate at completion involves making projections of conditions and events in the project's future based on current project performance information. There are a lot of formulas that you can use to calculate EAC and can be found in the PMI handbook. The most accurate formula I found is this one. It combines the cost and schedule progress factor together and calculates the EAC. Another universal formula for estimate at completion is the money already spent on the project, that is AC, plus the money that will be spent to complete the project, that is ETC. The formula for the EAC is ETC plus AC. In this approach, ETC is usually calculated by bottom-up methodology. After obtaining the EAC, the estimate to complete, known as ETC, will be the remaining work, or money needed to finish the project, according to cost forecasting. The formula for the ETC is EAC minus AC. EVM also analyze variances. Then, it is very important to understand the KPIs and forecast formulas that will inform the project manager how the project is performing, and if the progress continues like same, then how much you will spend at the end. The first EVM KPI is the Schedule Performance Index, also known as SPI, measures how efficiently the project team is using its time. An SPI value less than 0 indicates less work was completed than what was planned. An SPI greater than 1 indicates that more work was completed than what was planned initially. The second EVM KPI is Cost Performance Index, also known as CPI. The Cost Performance Index is a measure of the cost efficiency of budgeted resources, expressed as a ratio of earned value to actual cost. A CPI value of less than 0 indicates a cost overrun for work completed. CPI value greater than 1 indicates a cost underrun of performance to date. So by now, you must be very clear about how to do cost forecasting for your project. And project cost forecasting may appear to be as simple as the application of some formula. But the real question is how reliable your cost forecast is. Remember, these techniques or methods may not be applicable to your projects. Each has its special use, and care must be taken to select the correct technique for a particular application. Before choosing a particular forecasting technique, it is important to examine some factors, such as the availability of project historical data, the expected outcome of forecasting, and the degree of accuracy needed. This ensures that the right technique is applied relative to the scope and versatility of the project. The manager, as well as the forecaster, has a role to play in technique selection, and the better they understand the range of forecasting possibilities, the more likely it is that a company's forecasting efforts will bear successful results. Project cost forecasting is a key component of business planning and execution. Cost forecasting is a useful exercise in determining required expenditures throughout the project life cycle. Efficient cost management of project is crucial for project's financial objective and goals. And with this, now you know how to forecast the cost at completion and the common pitfall. The concepts and techniques you learned at projectsmind are applicable to all your projects and are used by Fortune 500 firms. If you like this video, then hit the like button and let us know how you feel about us by leaving a comment in the below section. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to see our latest videos when they come out. See you later, and bye for now.